Hey everyone. See, I'm just waiting for some people to get on here. Hey, there's some people. How you guys doing? Hey, Jaime. Dimitro. How you guys doing? So, this is my new microphone. I'm not using it this live, but probably next live. But I've been using it for caffeine. So this is Quadcast HyperX is the company. So let's see here. My laptop had to reset right when I was about to go live, so let's see here. How's everyone doing though? Let's see, I'm gonna read the chat real quick from behind. Zeno, what's up, bro? Alright, chat should be coming up in just a few seconds. Alright, we're good. No. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. There we go, now we're good. Alright, I can see the chat now. When am I coming to Texas? I don't have current plans for Texas right now. But I'll definitely be getting out there another time. If you had any ideas, definitely message me. Mr. Wild. Ah, okay. Awesome. Yeah, I saw your other comment. Awesome, dude. It's awesome to see you back. So, just for reference, guys, this is just kind of like a kind of catch up right now, but I do plan to start having some uploads pretty soon. I've already filmed a bunch of videos. They just need to get edited and put up here. So I have footage, even from like 2017 when I was traveling, that I might do a little story time or something on. We'll see how that works out. I have a lot of ideas I've been working on, and I got a ton of stuff for my kitchen this week, like a ton. I have a new microphone and all that, so definitely getting my setup going now. Alright, thanks, Simon. Yeah, and I think the goal is to probably get 2 uploads a week, so probably Monday and Friday is the goal, something like that, because Monday is, after the Sunday Live, and it'll be for the week, and then somewhere around the end of the week, Thursday, Friday. I think Friday is good, because Friday evening or something like that. Well, Friday afternoon my time, I guess. Hey, how you doing, Tim? And then, yeah, I have an amazing day ahead for the cooking stream. So I have some dough rising right now for the pizza. I think I might have let it rise a little too long. I didn't know how effective or not effective it was, and I guess I shouldn't have done it overnight, apparently, because it looks too risen, actually. So, it is what it is. Live and learn. That was my first time using that specific yeast, so. Yeah, dude. So I'm on caffeine, which is like the second link on here. So the first link, I'm gonna go a little bit of story and try to keep it as factual as possible and to the point. So approximately, and this is approximately, it depends on your source because I've seen a wide variety of sources. Some say up to 14 billion. So let's just go with a pretty sturdy amount of about 10 billion trees a year are taken down. I say taken down because I want to include all types of deforestation, whether it be through any method. So about 10 billion trees are taken down a year, and there's a program right now going on about 20 million trees on YouTube. And so I put a link right at the beginning that has nothing to do with me. Like that .org is between, I believe, Mr. Beast and Arbor Day Foundation. So one tree is $1. So let's just say figuratively 2 or 3 trees. So it kind of cover you for the year. And I know that's not the best way to look at it per se, but that's kind of like a more kind of easily kind of thought of way. So it's like, just put it in perspective, like each of us has a couple trees per se put to us. I know it's not literally, some people use more or less, but that's how serious of a situation it is. Some estimates say around 40% of all trees have been cut down since human civilization, due to human civilization. And yeah, it's just, if you look at what's happening in Amazon right now, which I was in the Amazon just around, was it 2017 May around, and it's amazingly beautiful. There's literally monkeys jumping above my head, and I held a sloth and all those kinds of things. And to imagine that literally my great grandkids could never have a chance at this rate, like literally the projected rate, those animals won't be there. The forest will not be there. They say about 100 years now. They do have a threshold of about 20-25%, which we're at about 22% right now, that potentially, and this was even said back in 1989 in Time magazine, so this has been a big issue for a very long time. We might not be able to go back because the forest is drying out right now. The amount of fires, I don't want to say exact amount because I'm trying to stay as factual and to the point, but it's an extreme amount. If you look it up, I saw some numbers. I just don't want to quote them because I don't know who's exactly correct, but it's an extreme amount of fires, and they're just increasing year on year, and the forest is getting drier, you know, so it's a big deal. It's just like, it's unbelievable to imagine, like, and I saw that personally, you know, there's a lot of people dumping their trash into the Amazon River, and now there's more than just one rainforest there. It's actually several, so it's not just the Amazon. It's tons of them, and it was something like 40% of Brazil's landmass is rainforest. It was just an incredible amount. I think 60% of the Amazon is in Brazil, so you guys can definitely check those exact stats and all that. And I know the source is always going to vary, especially since now, you know, we're losing a significant amount every year. So if you look at 2015, you had millions more trees, and that's pretty sad. So that's one thing I want to support. Like the 20 million trees is a baby step, unfortunately, backwards, and backwards is a good way in this context. So I've actually cared a lot about the environment for many years, since about 2009 is when I started really getting into it. So been following a lot of stuff on it as a little kid. I don't know if any of you guys, many of you guys are old enough or specifically had it, but you know Ranger Rick by chance. It was a magazine. So yeah, I've loved animals and stuff since I was very little. Kind of yeah. We move into more and more areas and waste the land. Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, this is happening more and more. And a lot of the Amazon rainforest can't recover now, unfortunately, because the farmlands and stuff that have been set up there it make it literally impossible, and also you're putting like genetically modified species and stuff right next to the rainforest, and it's just like, even if it were to regrow, now you've changed the ecosystem permanently with things that aren't even from there, that may not interact properly with it, or there's just so many things, so many variables that it's hard to even say, if it were to regrow, would it really be what it was before? I don't think it would be quite what it was. Somewhere around 10% of the animals in the world are in the Amazon. So that's a very significant amount, and we lose a significant percentage of our animal population every year, and it's like percentages. It's not like decimals. So that's how much we lose a year. And we're talking about that going very rapidly. Within 100 years, we could lose most all of those Amazon animals. Within. Yeah. So I just want to put a little bit of awareness out there about that, because this is not, to me, any at all a light thing what's happening in the Amazon. Like I was there personally, so it's like extra special to me, because I mean that is the epitome of kind of nature. Like like I said, to see monkeys jumping above your head, to see turtles, just going around, and apparently, butterflies eat the mucus of turtles, which weird and funny is a perfect example of symbiosis. If you get rid of some of those animals, things like that, like maybe the turtle, I don't know to what extent it helps, but maybe the turtle will have more trouble seeing. Who knows? But the point is that those kinds of things happen, throughout the rainforest, and every time a species or something is lost, those little things aren't happening properly, or they don't have a space to actually live, because there's some animals that are very, very specific to a very specific part. This is like their section of the Amazon or whatever. So, yeah. So I don't know how many people are interested in that, but I just wanted to kind of give a little bit, because I looked far more into this, and for several years actually. It's not just a recent thing. Like I said, I visited a couple of years ago now, so I've been into it for a long time. But yeah, it was kind of one of those things, like a rainforest cafe by chance at the malls. I was kind of one of the real. I know it might sound silly, but hey, it works. That kind of is one of the things that got me into it. Just kind of seeing, I was like, this is really cool. These little animals and stuff. Yeah, I was like 7 or whatever. So how's everyone doing though this last week? Oh, sorry, Rory, I didn't say hello to you. And I hope you're still here. But yeah, again, the link is in the top of the description right there. And after this, I'll be going on live to Caffeine, which I'm on every single day. Every single day. I think I haven't missed a day since I started. If I have, I missed a day or two. See, the chat is not moving now, so I might go ahead and get off because of that. Like I said, there are a lot of videos coming up in uploads. I'll start to do maybe some story times and such from actual travels, like I said at the beginning of this channel. Don't think many of you have specifically been there since the very beginning, but or if you have seen some of them in my information and all that, it says like dance, travel, food. I've updated a little bit, got rid of a little bit of topics to kind of narrow down a little bit, but that's one of my things. It's gonna be travel, food, and doing some little side things like the 20 million trees. I want to do more of those. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And if you want to, Caffeine, the link is the second in there. So I'll see you guys soon.